How to develop a good thesis statement. The best guide with useful tips and recommendations. How to write a great thesis statement. Writing an exceptional statement is a challenging task. If you have never written it before, you may find that it is difficult to accomplish this assignment. But are there any tips on how to build a good thesis statement? Is it possible to find any guidelines that will help you create an outstanding one? This article will overview some useful ideas and recommendations. They will let you write a remarkable statement. However, before we start talking about the ideas, let's pay attention to the definition of this phrase. According to the dictionary, it is a short statement that represents the main point of the whole paper. It is developed and supported by diverse examples throughout the essay or research paper. It is obvious that a good thesis statement should be logical, extensive, and precise. But how to write a good one that will catch readers' attention? Let's have a look at the thesis statement steps and check some helpful tips. What is the formula for writing a thesis statement? There are many how-to articles online, and lots of them pay attention to this topic. You may find some useful guidelines and recommendations on how to formulate a thesis statement. It is also easy to come across diverse examples that represent good statements. We are glad to share our experience and show some examples that can help you make the thesis statement. It doesn't matter if you have a specific topic or not. The first step is to define the main idea of your paper. 1. Define key points and main ideas. Let's imagine that the topic of your essay is, physical activity is important for people. What should you pay attention to? What will the main ideas of your statement be? Note that it is not good to just rewrite the suggested topic. However, it is fine to create a question based on the main idea. Try to think about the topic in general. You are going to talk about the importance of sports in our daily lives. What is the main point here? You need to persuade your readers that physical activity plays a huge role. Remember that your ideas should be put into 1 or 2 sentences. Try to realize what you should write to catch readers' attention and make them feel that your paper is worth reading. This is one of the main features of a good statement. It should be exceptional and memorable. As well as it should set the tone of the whole paper. 2. Brainstorm the ideas. Why do you need to brainstorm the ideas? It feels that it is quite easy to create a short statement and devote more attention to the paper itself. However, it doesn't work in this way. If your statement isn't good enough, you won't be able to create a good essay or research paper. If you don't set the question or see the real issue, it will be difficult to find a solution. How would you support your thesis with examples if you don't realize what the real issue is? For instance, if we talk about sport, why is it important to devote your time to it? How do you create a thesis statement so that readers decide to follow you and check your thoughts on the topic? When it comes to sports, what question will grab your attention? Try to imagine that you are the reader and realize what kind of statement will make you feel that a paper worth your attention. 3. Think about supporting points. Well, you've got some ideas about your statement, and it's the right time to think about the examples. How will you support your thesis? Is it possible to find supporting points for the question you've created? For example, you've decided to choose the question, why do sports play an important role in our lives, as a statement. How would you support your idea? Let's create at least 3 examples that will help us persuade readers that physical activity is essential. It helps to keep fit and stay healthy. It plays a huge role in mental health and reduces stress. It cures insomnia and has a positive impact on memory and concentration. The main point here is to find diverse examples. If your statement isn't clear, it won't be possible to support it with good ones. As a result, it will lead to useless paper without any good ideas and points. Note that it is better to mention at least 2 examples. Remember that the body part of your essay will explain the points you've mentioned at the beginning of your paper. 4. Check your statement and supporting examples. When you feel that you are ready to present your thesis statement, it is the right time to complete it. Combine your statement with supporting ideas and prepare a complex introduction. For instance, with our topic, we can create something like this. Physical activity is undoubtedly essential for people. Why do sports play an important role in our lives? Firstly, it helps us stay healthy and keep fit. Also, it cures insomnia and reduces the level of stress. Moreover, it has a positive impact on memory and concentration. As you can see, our formula for thesis statement works. You can create a persuasive introduction that makes your readers feel interested. You state the main point at the beginning and show that sports are essential. Moreover, you support your thesis with examples that you will explain in your work later. 5. Make a plan for the whole paper. It is impossible to devote your attention to the thesis statement only. When you come up with the idea of your statement, it is the right time to create a map of your paper. Will you be able to write an essay or a research paper relying on the chosen topic and examples? For instance, what if you feel that physical activity also has some downsides? The best option is to correct your statement and look at the topic from different angles. Let's say you want to express two ideas. Physical activity is important for us. Sometimes sports have disadvantages. How do you create a thesis statement in this case? Change your question a bit and add some examples that will point to both viewpoints. For instance, lots of people insist that physical activity plays a vital role in our lives. But are sports important for people? Some examinations show that everyday activity reduces stress levels. It also positively affects our brain activity. On the other hand, sports may be harmful as they may result in injuries and hostile behavior. As you can see, this attitude gives you more space for creativity. It will let you create an exceptional paper with diverse examples and points. It is also useful if you need to create a huge paper that will overview the issue from various perspectives. Conclusion. Lots of students are still searching for the best way to write a thesis statement. There are many guidelines and tips that can help you create an outstanding statement. However, even if you follow all the tips and recommendations, you may still feel lost. There are several options if you need to prepare an excellent thesis statement. The first one is to practice making it by writing diverse papers on various topics. It is time-consuming and will require lots of effort. However, students usually prefer to spend their time on things they enjoy. That is why the majority of them ask for professional help. There are many writing services that are glad to help with assignments. If you don't want to rack your brain on how to construct a thesis statement, this option suits you perfectly. On the other hand, are you ready to spend your precious time on this task? If yes, we are sure that this formula for the thesis statement should help you overcome the challenges and create an outstanding paper. Just follow the guidelines, and don't forget that the thesis plays a huge role. It doesn't only represent the main idea but also sets the tone of the paper. Suppose you want your essay to be outstanding and memorable. Pay special attention to the thesis statement and supporting points. Start with brainstorming the ideas, think about examples, and create a catchy statement that will persuade to read your paper till the end.